Hi, Serena. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How did you feel in your performance today versus the last time you played Maria? And what did you take away from that game to prepare for today?
It I just felt like I was able to compete longer. I was a little fatigued last time and had some cramps, but I felt like Maria played a completely, I felt like she almost played better today. So she's such a good competitor. So it was still really, it was a really intense match.
Thank you. Next, George from Metro UK, followed by Bill from Inside Tennis. George, you are live.
Hi, Serena. Congratulations on a really great match today. It was a great watch. But I was just wondering if you were watching Novak's match last night live as it was going on, and what you kind of made of the situation, and whether you thought it was the right decision he was defaulted.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch that. I'm going to leave that to you guys. I'm just not touching it.
Let's go next to Bill from Inside Tennis. Bill, you are live.
Hey, Serena. Congrats. Well done.
Yeah.
So after the loss for her at the Western and Southern, we were sort of saying sort of playfully, hey, it's like being stuck with a boyfriend. You know, I gotta get a new boyfriend. So do you have a new boyfriend now?
I forgot about that. No, it was because I'm so close and I just not winning that 1 point. So it was just 1 point here, 1 point there, and I feel this whole tournament I've been doing better with that. So God, thank God I got rid of that guy. I never want to see him again. He was the worst.
Let's go to Ben from the New York Times. Ben, you are live.
Serena, you were getting pretty vocal early in that third set, especially just trying to will yourself, and end of the second as well, trying to will yourself. How much do you feel like you have to do that when there's not thousands of people in the stands doing it for you? Do you have to kind of be your own cheering section vocally in some ways, internally and sometimes externally for yourself as well?
Um, I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty vocal with or without a crowd. Honestly, I don't feel like I'm super different without a crowd. But it's, I just, like I said, I'm super passionate. This is my job. This is what I wake up to do, and this is what I train to do 365 days out of the year. And obviously I miss the crowd because usually I'm training and I'm playing for the crowd, but now we have a virtual crowd, and I know there's a lot of people that's supporting, and whether it's me or my opponent, and they're still here to watch a really good match. So yeah, it's just I'm always going to bring that fire and that passion and that Serena to the court.
Serena, if you could just look to the left to the blue monitor. We have a question from Peter Hutchinson from the AFP. French Open organizers announced today that all players will have to stay in designated hotels. How do you feel about that, considering you have been allowed to stay in private housing during this U.S. Open?
Yeah, I was hoping to stay at my apartment in Paris, but well, I'm just taking it a day at a time. I feel like the French, they're doing the best that they can, and you know, it's hard. Every organization, every country is trying to do the best that they can in this pandemic. So I can't point fingers and tell them what to do because I'm not running the tournament.
Okay, thank you. Let's go back to the video board. Let's go to Eleanor from PA Media. Eleanor, you are live with Serena.
Hi, Serena. Just on the French Open as well, they've confirmed today that there will be fans at Roland Garros, and I just wondered if you had any concerns about that from a safety point of view.
Well, if they're fans, then we should be able to stay elsewhere then. Yeah, that's interesting because there's no private housing, but there's fans, so I didn't. But I kind of knew that. It's just for me, I'm super conservative because I do have some serious health issues, so I try to stay away from public places because I've been in a really bad position in the hospital a few times, so I don't want to end up in that position again. So I don't know. I'll just do my best to continue to keep for me, I try to keep a 12-foot distance instead of 6. Excuse me.
Thank you. Continuing on the video board, Mark from the New York Post. Mark, you are live with Serena.
Serena, I don't know if you can hear me. Just wondering, just your thoughts on what happened yesterday with Novak and being disqualified and the whole to-do.
So yeah, Mark, I already said I'm not going to touch that. I'm going to leave that to you guys. Good try, though.
Thank you. Let's go to Russell from the BBC. Russell, you are live with Serena.
Excuse me.
Serena, my question's already been answered, I think, actually. It was a French Open question. You're definitely still planning on playing in Paris, are you, despite the fact that you wouldn't be able to stay in a house and that there will be crowds at Roland Garros?
I'm honestly taking it one day at a time. I'm going to have to make the best decision for my health. Obviously maybe it'll be good for me to talk to the organizers just to see how that works with the crowd and how we will be protected. So I think, they have to make the best decision for them and I have to do what's best for me. But I think it should be okay. I've heard a lot from 50% crowd to, so I don't know what the number will be and how close they'll be. I think there's a lot of factors that hopefully they're thinking about, and I'm sure that they are, as this is a global pandemic. So, it's just, I still have some questions, but I'm really kind of ironically focused on New York, but it's kind of hard because, these Grand Slams are so close to each other this year.
Okay, Serena, we're going to have two more questions, one written and one on the video board. The written question will be to your left from Willie Weinbaum from ESPN, who asks, what has been most pleasing to you about the way you've played so far in this tournament?
I think most pleasing is just competing. I feel like I always compete, but, competing and having a good attitude, I think is what I'm most satisfied about.
Okay, and the final question will be on the video board from Ubaldo La Nación. Ubaldo, you have the final question.
Ciao, Serena. Everyone is talking about Paris. I'd like to know about Rome. Are you planning to go to Rome? You live day by day, but you live also week by week. And Rome is before Paris. Yeah,
that's a good question. Honestly, I honestly can't answer that. I love Rome. I have a lot of friends in Rome, but it's, I don't know. I'm literally living day to day because there's so many organizational things that every player has to do and we have to figure out. And Rome, there's also organizational things there that I'm not sure how it works, if I can bring my daughter. And so that's going to be interesting. So, yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Serena. Thank you, everyone.